Hey everybody, I finally found them. Here they are. We're going to have a little lunch. And it's my first time meeting Bill and Jenny V. And it's raining cats and dogs out here. So we had to go indoors. And can't really give you a view of the rest of the resort at this moment. But maybe later on we can. I only live 100 meters from here. I can always come down anytime. But it was sure nice to meet you guys. It was just a real pleasure. I've wanted to meet you for so long.
Oh, well, I don't travel a lot until he came. I mean, like he brought me when he wanted to travel. So
Yeah.
This is our first time together here in CK Horse.
Well, that's great. And it's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah, it's my birthday.
You forgot.
No,
You forgot.
Happy birthday
Sorry,
this
babe. It's
morning,
just like
and you already
I
forgot.
cannot still accept that I am 30 right now. Oh my goodness, yeah.
It's a good age though. You've accomplished a lot in your life.
I'm getting old.
You're not old, believe me.
You're so grateful you met me before you turned 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Oh my god. I'm still processing the 30 years old self because I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I've been telling him about like, oh my god, how it feels to be 30s on 30. So I'm still 20s. I feel still 20s. Right?
And you still look 20. So there you go.
Yeah, you don't look 30. Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully I don't age like
No,
faster.
believe me, you're not going to.
Faster.
The Filipinos have this thing about not showing their age. I've noticed that from all the women I've met women in their 50s that looked like they were 30.
Really?
I had a friend that I chatted with that
We have the same.
she lived in Darwin and she was 47 and she did not look 47.
Well, for us too, if we saw a foreigner and then like we knew about the age, and we're like, no, you're not. So I think it's just
It's relative.
yeah.
Don't worry about it. In 10 more years, you'll be 40.
Oh my god. Not ready. Not ready. Not so ready.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry about it.
And be a grandmother.
Oh.
Oh, you could be by then. Yeah, 10 more years.
4 years?
Yeah.
No.
Your daughters are the right age when they're 18, 20s. They get in their 20s.
Have kids.
You said.
Have to get married and have kids.
As long as she
Yeah, that's the plan.
Finds a guy that we approve of.
Approval with approval muna.
Yeah. That you don't have to wring his neck for being a jerk. I never had daughters, I had 3 sons.
Oh.
Sons are easier.
And they were a little easier. My oldest son was the worst. The other 2 were just beautiful. But my oldest son was the rebel, so I had to
There's always
quite a few trials with that young man. Yeah. But they got he lives in Germany again, and he's got 3 grandsons with him, and my other 2 sons live in Arizona. And I have 5 grandkids down there.
I
And
met a guy this morning in Arizona down at the dive shop.
oh yeah. I met a guy the other day that lived in Montana. He's originally from back east, but he lived in Montana for quite a while. And he plans on moving there forever, but it was just nice to, it's only the 3rd person I've met from Montana since I've been here in 8 months.
Wow. 3rd largest state and lowest in population per square mile.
Less than 1 million.
Less than a million for the entire state.
For the entire
It's
state.
the 3rd largest state in the country.
Yep.
So,
Yep. It's yep, there's a lot of open ground in there, and that's like Filipinos don't understand that if you don't have a car, you ain't going nowhere. Because it's so far between places.
that's true almost everywhere.
Yeah, it's true most everywhere in the United
US
States.
is very
Yeah.
much a society that's built around the automobile.
Yeah, it is.
You don't see a lot of public transportation. Certain places.
Yeah, in the cities only, like they're coming out with these electric cars now. There's no charging stations in Montana. You get out there in the middle of nowhere, your electric car's going to die, and you're going to be stranded.
Oh, you're saying.
There's no charging
And
stations.
there's still the issues with battery technology.
Yeah, battery
When
technology,
temperatures
yeah.
drop really, really low.
When it's 20, 30 below zero, it ain't going to start. It ain't going to work. And those batteries are about $4,000 to replace if they go bad. I used to work in Napa Auto Parts in the U.S. and we had somebody that came in and asked about it. And I looked it up and I went, it's $4,000 to replace your batteries. And then you gotta take it to a dealer, have it installed, because nobody else can do it.
Of course.
So electric cars they're not ready yet.
Yeah, when we were younger, we used to do all our own
Yeah,
mechanic
I
work
did too.
and all that. I mean, points and plugs, brake jobs, all that stuff we did. Nowadays, you got to hook it up to a computer.
Yeah, you gotta plug in the computer first and find out
You
what's
almost
going
gotta
on.
have a college degree just to pull
Yeah, I
it
know.
off.
I know, I can do all the basic stuff still, but I bought a really simple Suzuki double cab. A little four-banger,
Yeah,
5-speed manual, 4-wheel drive, and it's nice used little truck. I got room to haul stuff and everything,
right.
and it just runs like fantastic. And I can work on it. Even though the engine's in the middle,
Right.
you got to go take off a compartment so you can get to it. It's not in there because it's kind of like a van, you know.
Right.
But it's 4-door, so I can give people rides and stuff like that. And when I usually go to the port and I stop down, and when I'm coming home from Dumaguete or something, I stop and ask some of the foreigners, "You guys want to ride so you don't have to pay the tricycle?"
Oh.
And I give them a ride to the resort, you know. Or I give my friends a ride to the port. But a friend of mine that is from Australia said, "Rob, buy a car. It's safer. The bikes, if you hit a dog, you're going to hospital." And so I took that advice and I bought a car.
Here.
Yeah. I only paid $2,000 for it.
Yeah.
Over like second hand.
Yeah, I bought it secondhand, and I'm completely safe.
They're doing a lot of construction on the highway.
Oh,
A lot of construction.
going to Lassie's a nightmare.
Yeah, I mean like you cannot like go straight fast to your destination because like you have to stop all the time.
They just finished the road right out here. They were working on it for 3 months. 300 meters of road. It took them 3 months
To finish. Of
to
course,
finish it.
Philippines.
Right in front of my house.
Right.
And so every day we had to park down by the restaurant down here, Fuego, and walk down to our cars because they had everything blocked off. They had one lane of traffic, you know, and I was so happy when they finished it because all the dirt, you have to clean your windows every week because they're all dusty and everything from all that thing and the noise. And then next to my house, they were building a house there,
Right.
the neighbor.
Yeah.
The two sisters own the properties where I am. And so they decided to construct a second house behind the first house. So I had to listen to that for 3 months.
Oh, yeah.
But it's finally over.
You always run into these guys online who are talking about retiring and moving to the Philippines. And a lot of them have never been here, never even been outside the United States. And I've always advised people, you need to come here and visit and spend some time here before you really pull the trigger and do something.
Yes.
Because there are things you think you know, but you don't. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know until you've actually experienced
Yeah.
it. So you have to come here and see for yourself.
You need to get off the beaten path and check out the countryside
Right.
and see what's okay. Like when you're going down here, just take I just take little small roads and just check them out. And you get to see the real Philippines.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and see these little towns. You drive through these little towns, and you determine, you know, if you don't have much money, do you want to live in a small little barangay?
You want to live in the provinces? Yeah.
You know, I got super lucky
Yeah.
because at the Marco Polo was my friends, and the cook there, she said, "Oh, the apartment next to me is open. 9,000 pesos a month."
Oh, and you're living on this.
Yeah, I just live down the
Oh.
street.
That's a good.
Close to the beach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can walk to the beach in 2 minutes, and
Nice
it's
spot.
a modern apartment. Has aircon. I got hot shower, and it's all pretty much new. Probably only 3-4 years old.
Yeah.
And the landlady is great.
Yeah.
I got so dang lucky on that, man. And we're far enough off the street where the apartment's right in line, and I've seen different people move in and out because I'm not going anywhere. You just don't find deals like this. I don't need anything fancy. I got a 1-bedroom apartment with a nice CR, nice big kitchen and little living room and stuff. I'm good.
Yeah.
I can sit out on my porch, and I bought a solar power fan.
There you go.
I just put it out there, and every day I sit in front of my laptop out there and everything. I'm good to go.
Yeah.
And it's people need to understand that when you come here, I see all these places in Dumaguete. Oh, you can get this place for 15,000. If you're all by yourself, if you got the money you want to spend that, you know, but then you got to think about transportation.
Right.
That's why I jumped on that little car I saw right away.
Right.
And because I was spending a fortune on trikes. They were charging me 100 pesos every time back and forth to town.
Wow. You're getting ripped.
I was getting ripped. Yeah. And so I said, enough of this. And so I got that little car. And since then, 1,000 pesos to fill it up. I can drive for 3 weeks.
Yeah, there's always a trade-off. You know, like I kind of home-based in Subic.
Haven't been to Subic yet.
When I was, because I was here almost full time for 2 years.
Uh-huh.
And so I would kind of always end up back there. But where I was staying, it's like, yes, I paid a bit more because I didn't have a long-term deal. I was just month to month.
Right.
In case I wanted to go somewhere.
See, that's what I did.
If I wanted to go to Malpascua for a month, I could do that. I just say I'm not going to be here next month, and then everything, almost everything, was walking distance or pay 20 pesos for a drive, and I could go into a Longapo really cheap, just get in the jeepney, and those are things that you have to take into
See, that's things you have to learn.
Yeah. And there's always adjustments whenever you're going to another country, and there's a certain amount of culture shock because things are not done the same way and what you're used to. And I think most people will adjust eventually, but there are people who just won't adjust. It's just too frustrating.
Oh, I've witnessed that in Dumaguete.
Right. And at a certain point,
Wow.
you go, dude.
Calm down, man. It's
And at a certain point, you go, you know what? Maybe it would be better if you just went home. Because if you're not happy here, because if you're dealing with all these things and you haven't adjusted to it, maybe you would be happier if you went home. But it's hard to give up that dream that you kind of built based on what you're seeing on the internet or watching in a YouTube video. Because I think people build up this big fantasy about what life is like here. And life is great here, and I love the Philippines. But speaking for myself personally, I like living in the U.S. But everybody's situations.
everybody's different.
Right.
If you don't have patience
Right.
and can't deal with the things that take so long. I'm waiting for 3 weeks now for my bank account,
Right.
paperwork for my bank account.
Yeah.
Whereas in one day in the U.S., I'd have it in less than an hour.
Yeah.
But you know, it's going to save me a ton of money to have a bank account here.
Right. I've been splitting
So it's
my
a necessity.
time since the Philippines Like I've been, I'm spending almost half the year here since they reopened.
Well, that's good. If you still got things going on the stage,
But I have
that's
things in the
that's
States.
adequate. Yeah.
You know, I have investments there, and you know, other things. So, yeah, family, things like that. So
Certainly, certainly.
at some point, we may end up coming back here, but not right now. And so, rather than go all this back and forth, we just decided it would be easier for her to come here with the kids. And there are benefits. It's like she'll qualify for my Social Security, and she
Exactly.
stays long enough, gets a U.S. passport that makes traveling a lot easier. And she can turn right around and reapply, be dual citizen, get her Philippines passport too. And so she'll have 2 passports.
Yeah, well, a lot of Filipinos haven't done that. Is keep their dual citizenship,
And they should.
and because when I just saw a thing today on YouTube where ex-Filipinos don't overstay.
Right.
You know, because you have like a green card or citizenship in the U.S. now,
Right.
or some other country.
Right.
Then you come here on vacation. You are a tourist.
Right. Because you have
And-
to renounce your Philippine citizenship.
Yep. So it's best, I think, and many people I've seen have said keep a dual citizenship going on.
But the U.S. doesn't recognize dual citizenship, but so you renounce your Philippine citizenship. But as soon as you have U.S. citizenship, you can turn right around and go and reaffirm your Philippine citizenship, and they will reissue you a passport.
Yep.
And yeah, I think a lot of people don't do that. 'Cause
They
I've
probably
met-
don't even know you can do it. Probably. I don't know.
Maybe. Or maybe they just don't want to go through all the paperwork.
Yeah. Because it's a process.
Yeah.
I've seen some videos on people trying to get a passport and stuff, and it's quite a process. But it can be done. It can be done if you just stay with it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, we're lucky because they have a consulate in Houston.
Yeah.
It's not that far. You know, Houston's an hour and a half away.
Yeah. That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. I had the nearest one to me was San Francisco.
You're gonna just drive to the consulate. You're gonna have to get on the airplane and get
Yeah.
to the hotel.
I'd have to take 2 weeks vacation. There was one in Vegas, though, I heard was better. When I looked at stuff online, I heard there was a Philippine consulate in Vegas that was better than the one in San Francisco. It was much more expedient. Because there's a lot of Filipinos in Arizona and Nevada in that area. And that's why I discovered in Phoenix, there's a lot of Filipinos there.
Well, Filipinos is one of the largest expat communities
Yeah.
in the U.S. I think there's over 1 million Filipinos living in